What's the first thing Jessica Jones needs to deal with after getting out of prison? Her superpowered husband trying to find their daughter. What's up, everybody? I'm Stan, and welcome to Detail Comics, where we go over comics in detail. This iRate review is about Jessica Jones #1 from Marvel Now 2.0. So Jessica Jones is great because Brian Michael Bendis and the rest of the creative team behind Alias has returned for this particular title, and it kind of picks up where he's left off with the character. Jessica Jones is getting out of lockup, and ultimately there are still establishing threads that are left over from previous stories. So she's still got an involvement with Luke Cage. Misty Knight is still kind of hooking up with her hubby, and then she's got a daughter. There's all these things that are going on, and I find that the story itself is good because it's a great introduction to people that have only found the character through the Netflix show. It's a great continuation for people that have read Alias and that have kind of caught up with the whole Avengers aspect of these things as well. It also pays a little bit of a nod to what's been going on in Civil War II, and this isn't necessarily current continuity. It's probably taking place over a few days ago because we definitely see the rush of, Nova, Spider-Man, and Miss Marvel as they start running towards where that main conflict at the Triskelion is going to be. And she totally ignores it, which is awesome and completely Jessica Jones. But immediately after that, you see her leap a tall building. Well, at least try to, and, almost fail. But overall, it's definitely a great, engrossing story, and it's nice to see that Jessica Jones is, she's back to her roots. And that's one of the best parts about this book. As far as the stylization, though, the art is still the standout because it gives a sense of drama while being a little bit more, I wouldn't say edgy and scratchy. It's a very cool kind of take. It's a very anti-hero kind of approach to the art style, and it does nothing but complement the entire thing. A lot of these scenes are taking place in the daylight, and they give a hint of darkness, but the last scenes in the nighttime where she's doing her stakeout are where they really stand out, as well as the debut of her husband who's hunting down their kid. Overall, I can't really recommend Jessica Jones enough simply because I feel like it's going to be a great jumping on point for new readers as well as a very good point for people that are fans of the character to hop back in and find a new story about Jessica. I'm curious to see what Brian Michael Bendis does with it, but I hope you guys join along the ride. So that was my review of Jessica Jones #1, but I want to know what you guys have to think about that too, so hit me up in the comments down below. As always, if you like what you see, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to get more news, reviews, and commentary on comic books, comic book movies, comic book TV shows and games, and anything and everything inside the world of comics.